Hello everybody and welcome to episode 14. I've just checked. I've literally, before I start recording, I've checked. This is episode 14. I thought I'd better make sure I'm saying the right one, hadn't I? So anyway, here we are, July. We are now in July. Now, a couple of things just to check. Beginning of the episode, we do the usual things. I start the episode by seeing loads and loads of stuff we can sell. This is amazing, isn't it? It does say now materials missing. So let's have a look. What's actually missing while we're here? So we're missing water again. How quick does this thing go through water? Very, very quickly. We need to sort that out this episode. We need to do something because that's kind of getting annoying now. The manure's fine because it didn't quite use it all anyway, albeit it shows as solid fertilizer, but it's not used all of it. And we probably have got more over there, which we'll go and check in a moment. But yeah, the water. I mean, I off camera probably did 4 or 5 loads with that kind of the milk canisters that we have. That took a while. I don't want to be doing that for every episode. That's ridiculous. So yeah, we need to think of something special with that. Something that's a bit bigger than 1,000 litres at a time. Now, I'm just looking around, reminding myself while I'm here. Obviously, you know, if you watched the last episode, up until the last 10 minutes of it, that was recorded about a week and a half ago. Just because I've not been too well. So I'm reminding myself as I'm going, I know for definite this potentially needs to go. It works, so it's not the end of the world, but I would like to replace that. I don't want to harvest the field at 3 miles per hour. That was it's a bit tedious. After the last episode, I just parked these back up to pretty much where they were before. I don't know whether I deleted 2 pieces of rubbish last episode, but I do need to get on with a bit more of that now. I did fertilise, well, I didn't know it wasn't, it was herbicide actually, wasn't it? I herbicide the field, so we know that it's been treated for weeds. So really, everything's kind of pretty good. We want to look at a round baler, and we want to have a look at getting that round bale shredder kind of thing. I don't know how to describe it, to be honest, but we want to get that for this skid steer, which will be a lot easier from a straw point of view. So yeah, we do need to look at that. We do also need to ideally look at changing that for. There is another trailer that's in the mods, in amongst the mods, which takes 2 cows instead of 1. A little bit more money, but not very much. That would be a nice to do to get, so I can take 2 at a time, especially when it comes to selling them, because again, as much as we pick them up realistically, we need to sell them realistically when they get older. Anyway, how are we looking for this now? So I mean, it's only 506 litres there. It's not very much, is there? But again, we haven't got a great deal of cows. And how are the cows doing? Okay, they're doing okay for food. They'll be doing absolutely fine for straw. I always forget that door never opens properly. This one don't want to open. I don't know. There we go. I think, did we get another cow? Oh my! Oh, look at them cute little things that struggling to stand up. That I think that might be the first. Wow. He's. You shouldn't run around, mate, when you can barely stand. Learn to walk before you run. Isn't that what they say? Yeah, I think that's the first time I've seen baby ones, actually, on this game. I've not actually genuinely played this game enough to know what they look like. But look at it. They are really cute. Oh, little cuties. Anyway, you're going to get stomped on by your mother by the look of it. Did that cow just actually nudge that one, then? Do they, like, knock each other over? I don't know. Maybe it's just coincidence, but it seems like that one is kind of moving out the way of the big one. Don't know. Anyway, I got a bit carried away then. Look at them. They are so cute, aren't they? They are so cute. That cow is genuinely... Don't know. Oh, it fell over. Right. That's like me when I drink too much. Anyway, cool. Right. So what was I even talking about then? I don't know. I just got distracted. It's a bit like... I mean, I will admit it. I'm a bit like that with babies. You know, when other people's babies come around with their parents, obviously. They don't just turn up out of the blue. But, yeah, you kind of get distracted by the cute little babies and little things, don't you? Yeah, anyway, what was I doing? Right, we're going to walk over to this field. I don't know, you know, I think I mentioned in the last episode that the canola field is probably ready to harvest. I don't think it is. I think it's probably got 1 more month left because we didn't actually plant the field the first month, did we? So I think if we planted the field in the second month of it being available to plant, in theory, it should be available to harvest in the second month of being available to harvest, if that makes sense. Don't know. Anyway, so I'm guessing this is probably not... The last stage didn't look... Yeah, that's it. So the last stage, when I looked at it in the last episode, especially when it came to editing, it didn't look like it had that yellow kind of flowery top, which is quite unique to that plant. Definitely has that today, though, doesn't it? So yeah, it's not this month. It's going to be August when we can look at harvesting that, which is fine. Gives us a little bit longer to try and get some funds to get a harvester. Now, I will just mention, because I didn't actually show it in the last episode, but I tend to always show it really, so I thought I'd save it. We are minus money, £274 minus. I knew we would be minus. I knew it. The difference is, though, I haven't accepted this contract yet, as you can tell by the fact that the grass is all still freshly cut. So we will accept that right now. Can't remember what it gives you, but let's have a look. Walter, where are you? There we go. £4,885 that we got paid for that. We've done now 2 jobs for Walter. Actually, I think we've done 4, maybe 5 for Walter, but that's because I didn't activate that mod in time. Mission was collected. Cool. So we're now, yeah, £4,610. We're more like it. I didn't want to start the episode with that money suddenly showing without explaining how I actually got it, because, you know, it needs to be genuine on this series, doesn't it? It's no good just adding money to make it easier. So, yeah, we've got quite a lot of funds. Again, I'm not even going to bother looking at what they're worth. I'm just going to sell them because we need the money. And we will probably... this episode, I think, buy the shredder. Let's have a look a minute. Yeah, see what's in there. I'll show you what I activated first of all, actually. So if I go into here, thank you for the comments. Again, one advantage of not being on the recording quite as frequently is that I do get to read the comments before I do the recording. And as of the end of the last episode, although I didn't say it because I forgot, I had activated round balers. I missed it. So I told you about these two. The Rollant, or the Rollant, the class one. This, again, I mentioned, talking about nostalgic, this I've used so much in previous versions, but £12,550. That is what we will get to solve our round bale issue. So we're definitely going to get that. In actual fact, I think the cost of the John Deere baler will probably pay for that without any money, which is nice. £12,000. The John Deere baler was £12,000. So there'll be a slight difference because the John Deere baler is a bit older, isn't it now? But that's fine. And that's kind of it. So we want to go into the used shop. Most of this probably hasn't changed other than what's right at the bottom. So that one is still there. Is that the... Oh no, so there's 2 there. So we do need to get a tedder. Again, I don't think now is the time to be worrying about that. So there is a tedder there, which I said is ideal. And then the following guild, it just moved then. Literally, as I'm talking, something disappeared. It was literally the tedder that disappeared, wasn't it? Okay, right, well, so as I'm literally talking to you in live, the tedder is no longer there. That's gone. However, we do have this one as a backup, which is also a bit cheaper, but it is a bit smaller. Yeah, it's almost like the game knows I need a tedder, so it's deleting them. That's annoying. What else do we have here? There was that was it. This harvester wasn't here, wasn't it? And that looks like it will still be there in the following game month as well. So that's not my first choice. However, that is a really good bargain price, isn't it? That is a really good price, and it's much better than what we have. So that potentially, that's how we're going. New Holland, that is potentially the way we're going to go. Although part of me wants to not use that, because in the roleplay story mode, chapter 4, that Cornish map, that map in Cornwall, is, by the look of it, the main dealer is New Holland. So part of me wants to save some of the New Holland mods for that series, if you get what I mean, if you know what I'm saying. So maybe we won't do that now. Let's have a look. Nothing else here. No, I mean, that's interesting. That's not a car trailer though, is it? If that was a car trailer, I would probably buy that and sell the Transit, to be honest. That, I think, oh dear, that's, I was about to say that's the one that we have, but we don't have that one. That's even worse. Look at it. Yeah, we definitely don't want that. There is, interestingly enough, is that the header? What's the chances of those two coming in next to each other? Oh, hang on a minute. You guys watching genuinely must think I know how to influence what comes up in this shop, but I absolutely promise, I swear it, I don't know how to do it. That's the baler. That is actually the baler that I've just literally showed you as well. What are the chances? What are the chances? Yeah, wow, I'm speechless because I can't believe it's in there, and I also, how can I justify this? Like, I'm not actually making up what appears in the shop, but I'm not. I don't know how to do it. Genuinely do not know how to do that. I can't even change the name of a helper to Travaskis, let alone do things like that. Okay, well, that might have answered the query of what we're going to do first in this episode. We don't have enough money to get it right now, so we want to rush up to the shop with the other baler and get that one. I just want to sanity check. Where on earth? Oh, do you know, I say it every time, I hate this damn shop menu. Here we go. Brilliant. And it doesn't show in the skid steer tools. Good. Is that... I keep pressing the wrong button. Is that because it shows as a straw blower? I guess it probably does, actually. If I could find where the straw blowers are. Where are the straw blowers? I know, I've probably just gone past it. I genuinely don't. Where are the straw blowers? Are they in animals? I don't like the shop menu. There you go. Cool. Right, so what I wanted to check was, that says one bale, but it doesn't say what size, does it? We need to buy that, but I need to know that the baler is the right baler for that particular shredder. I mean, it must be, right? The baler makes the smallest bales anyway, doesn't it? I think, that baler. Oh, we've also got loads and loads of bales, haven't we, at the store? So that 1,536 each. We got we got like 8 bales for 500 quid. Okay, right. So, how do I do this? Right, at some point, we will load that onto here and take that to a sell point. Then we'll go to the shop and load the bales up and bring that back. Okay, so that's that. So, really though, we need to get the tractor. We will use the shunter, the newer vehicle. Yeah, we want to get this and we want to take that baler back and buy that baler quick, don't we? We need to do that quick sharp before it disappears from the shop. So that's priority. So connect this baler up, head to the shop. I'm kind of thinking while I'm here, if I connect the front loader, that will be at the shop ready for putting the bales on. Okay, right. I'm being sensible about this. The only downside is I'm gonna have to walk back from the shop, aren't I? Right, where is the front loader, first of all? Oh, I know where it is. I just suddenly remembered it's on the way out, so that's good. Right, so let's go via the front. Is this going to come out of here all right? Have we got enough turning circle? Just about. Yeah, we'll connect the front loader up ready. Because, again, I will try it, but I'm pretty sure that the forklift truck doesn't pick up bales. I mean, we can try it in a minute when we get there. Right, is that the right way of doing it? Is that how you do it in real life? Just ram your way in there? Yeah, probably not with a brand new bale, with a brand new tractor. I don't think you would, though, would you? Probably not. Right, let's go to the shop. Let's do this. So anyway, while I'm driving there, I hope everyone's well. Again, you know, apologies. You know by now the reason why there was a bit less content as of last week. Hopefully my voice is just about bearable. Yeah, I don't feel 100%, but I reckon I'm pretty much there. I'm still not quite sure if I'm at the Travaskis high-pitched Cornish accent voice level yet. But hopefully I will be. Hopefully I definitely will be this week. Because again, I mentioned briefly, I've got a few days off work now. It's always the way, isn't it? Whenever you put time off work, you're poorly. It's just the way it works. But yeah, I really, really want to get into that map. I've got a bit of an in-between episode, which will give you a bit more of a clue of what actually happened at the end of the last series. Because I left it on a proper cliffhanger. So I've got a small episode I need to do, which will just kind of explain that, understand. I mean, you know Travaskis is alive, obviously. I don't think I could kill off the most popular character, could I? Not quite yet. Yeah, I needed to keep him going. But there's other characters, you know. There's the Terry, there's Loretta, there's other people who were involved in that really big explosion. How many of all of those characters, good or bad? How many of those characters are actually still alive? Who knows? So yeah, as soon as I've done a little in-between episode, I will then do something, starting the new series on the new farm. Yeah, that's my plan anyway. That is my plan. This tractor is proper messy as well, isn't it? I'm borderline. I'm bored. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I am borderline buying a garden hose or something. Yeah. It's the only downside to having your one of your favourite tractors, isn't it? When it's dirty, I don't like it. Right, okay, so we are now here. What is in that IBC? Was there more herbicide left? See, I haven't played it for such a long time. I can't remember why I bought it. What I do know is that I need to get this into here, just to sell that. So we'll do... Oh, just run into a fork. We'll do that first. Trigger is here somewhere. There we go. And this here, what is it worth? Ideal. So that pays for the other one. Great. So we're not going to repaint or repair. Because again, realistically, you wouldn't repaint it and repair it just to sell it. I'm going to sell it as is. Which is good. £7,744. Not bad, actually. Not bad. Again, I haven't sold that to make profit, have I? So it was irrelevant, really. So let's pull up out of the garage again, and we'll get that baler. I hope it's still there. That would be annoying. And just while I'm here, let's just turn that off. I'm going to jump into the forklift as well and see... No, it's still there. Cool. Let's buy that a minute. What's the difference in... The difference in model? Okay, I mean it doesn't change the size of it. That's a lot of money for the same size bale. Yeah, I won't be doing that. Round bale net. Okay, yeah, I do need bale nets, don't I? Oh, look at that. Standard net. Film binding. Is that like a bit like wrapping a silage bale? I quite like that. That looks like it's got some sort of funky pattern in it, doesn't it? Yeah, we're only wrapping straw bales and hay bales, but that works good. Wheel setup? No. Okay, so 7,166. Pretty much exactly, give or take a few hundred, what the other bale got us. So that's great. That is a straight swap. Ideal. Happy with that. And yeah, we'll jump into this little electric forklift truck and see, does it have the capability of picking up a bale? I know in previous versions they haven't been able to, so I'm guessing the forks will just go straight through the bale. Oh, saying that though, no, it does. Yeah, it picks it up. That's actually cool. I'm because realistically it would, wouldn't it? I'm happy with that because I actually really prefer to load pallets with the forklift truck. It's just a lot easier, isn't it? Okay, right. So in that case, I don't need to leave the tractor here and walk back home from the shop. So I'm happy with that. Ideal. Let's do this. So yeah, so we're going to go back now, drop the baler. Oh dear, I can't drive. Drop the baler off. Load up those pallets onto the back of that transit van. Then we will drive the oh dear. Good. Drive. I forgot how to play the game again. I've only been ill for a week and a bit. We'll drive the transit van up to the shop, load it with all of those hay bales using the forklift truck. I'm sure the shop are happy with that, seeing as they made some money out the bit. Not a lot of money out the bales, but they made some money out the bales. And then while we're there, we'll hopefully use the forklift truck to put that bale shredder onto the back of the truck as well. Hopefully that will work, because then we can bring it all down. We can stick that onto the skid steer and hopefully give the cows some straw as well as some hay. Hay being the priority, because we've now got 3 adults and 2 children calves. Baby calves. Yeah, definitely. Definitely need to give them a bit of food, don't we? I didn't even look actually either, but there must have been some milk showing as well, surely. I really didn't look at that figure. But yeah, so we've got all of that passive income from the greenhouse. We've got a bit of money from milk. It's I think I've said it before. So yeah, I mean, yes, we're on episode 14 now, but I've done this without any form of cheating, really. I could have even not cheating, but I could have just jumped on straight away and sold the vehicles that I didn't really use just to make a little bit of bonus money. But I've tried to, just for the benefit of the series, I have tried to keep it as hard as possible, I guess. Just hard going. But yeah, we are now at the point, 14 episodes, you could almost say. I mean, it's more than 14 hours for me, but at least 14 hours, probably more like 20 hours worth of gameplay. We've gone from 0 and an absolute mess to having a decent amount of money, actually. Yeah, not too bad. Yes, we've got a bit of debt as well, I suppose. We have got some hire purchase. In fact, the hire purchase alone on this tractor is probably more than what the entire farm's worth. But we'll pretend we don't know about that. Let's just ignore that fact. And yeah, let's just think of the future, all this profit. Absolutely. Right, this can live where the other one lived. Oh dear. This is it's different to reverse, isn't it? Wow. Why are we doing that as well? That's not very good, is it? Let's go back to this view. Let's actually put it in a shed, shall we? That's a bit more professional of us, isn't it? In this view. This is twitchy to reverse. This is really twitchy to reverse. But hopefully I can do it without embarrassing myself. Yeah, that would do. I might have just tapped something there, but we won't worry about that. Okay, cool. Right, so I'm going to load up the pallets onto the back of the pickup truck. We're just going to go straight down and sell them. I know this isn't the best time of the year to sell them. It won't be, but it's kind of irrelevant. We need the money. So let's just leave that there a minute. Shut the engine. That's actually getting a bit low on fuel as well, you know. There's another expense that we've got coming up. Got to buy some more fuel. Yeah, everything costs money, doesn't it? Everything costs money. Right. This is like deja vu. We've been here and done this before. So, you've seen how good / bad my loading is. I won't put you through that again. I'll catch you in a moment. Okay. Yeah. There's a lot more on the back of that trailer than I thought. Now, I am making a bit of a mess of this, and I am glad I just paused that last bit, because that was pretty awful. What's awful is... this is awful. This is what I do every time. I'm blaming it on the fact that the ground is bumpy. Come on. Right. Let's pull out a bit. Lift it. Can we go in a bit? Lower it. Come out slowly. Yeah, the ground is a bit bumpy there, but you can see the difference in level, I think. So it's the cobblestones then onto the ground. It's a bit of a nightmare. But anyway, that is done. Let's just pull this back into here a minute, because it goes there quite nice, doesn't it? That will do. Oh, it's better turn that off, save the fuel. Yeah, I thought I was loading what was here, and it did that thing where, you know, it happens to me every time. In a way, I'm glad it was paused. Every time I picked up one pallet and moved forward a bit, another pallet would spawn kind of right underneath my wheels, and yeah, at points it got a bit messy. But you didn't see that anyway. You just get to see this lovely truck all loaded up neatly. I mean, for me, that's pretty damn neat. I'm not gonna lie. Given that the ground is so bumpy, I'm not unhappy with that. Am I happy? Maybe not. I'm not unhappy. Anyway, right. There is a heck of a lot here. Way more than I thought. Luckily, the straps just about strap everything. I can put a strap there as well. Cool. Yeah, way more. So I was complaining at the beginning of the episode that it went through the water so quickly. The reason it goes through the water so quickly is because it kind of generates the product too quickly. Too quickly. Absolutely. But I mean, while we're here, let's have a look at this. This I really like this little touch of realism I've added there. It looks like we've got some more tomatoes growing there. Look at that. They look a bit flat. They look a bit squashed. But anyway, yeah, that's nice, isn't it? So again, if we ever want to grow different products, I need to get the plough and I need to create a bigger bed or more beds to give us the ability to actually grow different products. Maybe some chili plants, I think, because they look kind of cool, don't they, when they're growing? Anyway, right. We know where we're going. We don't know what we're going to make. I think we're going to make some decent money, you know, from this. I think we actually are. And I tell you what, that water tanker there, I mean, 24 quid, but I don't know what I'm going to use it for. I don't know. I might just sell it. We need to... I don't think I've got any... Oh, I forget the turn the circle is really bad on this. I don't think I've got... I'm going to look now, actually. This might be a little bit of a mod hub thing that I have to do, because I don't think I've got any good barrel trailers enabled. I mean, that's not too bad, is it? 7,800 quid. It holds 5,000. I mean, that's good, because 2 loads of that would be perfect. Maybe, I like the fact that it's old and dirty and ruined already as well. I like that. Maybe we get that. Yeah, because this at a time, this is 1,800 at a time. Gets a bit tedious, doesn't it? I have to do that 3 times for every one of those. Well, that's not bad either, but that's the same as a slip. Okay, cool. All right, I have got, so I won't go into mod hub. We'll probably get that £7,800 barrel. I think that works kind of well. Again, sooner rather than later, because, I mean, this here, what we've got on the back of this is probably more than what the cost of that barrel is. So maybe the funds raised with this is going to pay for the water barrel. Maybe that's just a buy it outright and be done with it kind of thing. I mean, I don't know. There's 5,000 litres of spring onions here on the back, according to the corner. That's a lot. That's a lot. I'm borderline. I'm at a point where I'm thinking maybe I don't want that mod, because I don't know. What do you think? Maybe you can let me know. What do you think? Is the greenhouse mod, it's so good that it's too good? Or do we just go with it? Does it speed up the series? I mean, this is a warming up series after all. I don't want to be doing this series forever. And as it stands, it's not too bad. But as soon as I start kind of getting myself addicted... Oh dear. Sorry, my brakes are back. Sorry, red car. Yeah, I do get myself addicted to doing certain series. And I know... I don't think he was very happy. I know once I start roleplay story mode, once Travaskis is back, I know I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm probably going to want to put less time into a series like this anyway. So maybe I'll leave it. Maybe it earns me a bit of money, gives me that kind of final boost. I mean, we've had struggles, haven't we, to get this far anyway. It's been quite challenging series so far, really. So, and I suppose I do want to buy that field, which is... Why are you indicating? And why are you going so slow all of a sudden? Dear me. Yeah, I'm getting a bit of discount from Walter, aren't I? But that field is still pretty expensive. Come on. Yeah, I'm beeping at you now, mate. Makes a change, doesn't it? Yeah, okay then. So, well, let me know what you think, but I might have answered my own question already anyway. I think I will leave the greenhouse there because the land is expensive, isn't it? We need some sort of way to make money a bit quicker. What's this going to get us, though? I mean, 5... If we got £1,000 a pallet, we've got over 10 grand here. Yeah, that is a lot. That is a lot of money. Now, I might need to get out and unstrap this, but I do know about midway through here is when it kind of takes the product, which it didn't do. That's fine. Right, I turn around. I won't unstrap it until I turned around, because you know what my driving's like. It'll all end up on the floor. Right, let's turn around, and then we'll jump out and unstrap it. And then we'll try and drive through and get one big sail out of it, just to see what we've made. Right, so let's do that. Unstrap those. Good, right. And then drive through at full speed. And see what we make. Are you ready? Are you ready? What? What? I feel like that guy who does a lot of like TikTok stuff. What? No way. We just made £22,446 plus 538. I don't think we've had £28,165 on this series yet, have we? Not from just genuine earnings. That's crazy. So yeah, we will get that water barrel. I think that is definitely an investment we need to make. We need to keep that greenhouse thing going. It is borderline cheating. Do I genuinely think I could make 20 grand's worth of lettuce? I almost wouldn't have to work, would I? That would be nice. 20 grand of lettuce in a couple of months. Yeah, but yeah, it is warming up, and it is a game. You can't be realistic when it's a game. You can only be realistic to a certain extent, I suppose. And I could maybe speak to someone who could help me, Northern Family Farms maybe, or Bendercat, or Mojo. Someone will help me tweak the XML to make it not quite so good. But actually, I'm not going to bother with that. I'm gonna absolutely milk that. Pardon the pun, because we have to check how much milk we got. But I'm going to milk that for everything that it's worth. Definitely. Why not? Why not? Right, come on. The traffic is really slow today. It's normally speedy and overtaking me, but today it's slow. And luckily I remembered what I'm doing, because my short-term memory was already about to drive back to the yard, and that's not the plan, is it? That's not the plan. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's go get those bales. Come on, I know there's a car there somewhere. Oh, the turn and circle on this is awful. Right, come on. Come on. Let's go. Oh, right, yeah. We'll load this up. I could probably bring back the barrel with us as well, you know, because I'm pretty sure this has got a little hitch on it. So we'll do that too. Right, this transit van is about to be fully loaded to the brim. It's not gonna like it. It's not gonna like it at all. But needs must. I'll what I'll do is, let's do that. I'll do the first few bales with the forklift truck, so you can see and you can tell that I'm doing it without cheating, and then I'll just clip the last little part. We'll see how easily this loads of these bales onto this truck, shall we? Shouldn't take too long, I hope. if one of these comes up in the shop, actually, I would quite like to have a forklift truck in the actual farm itself. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, for some reason, I mean, I think it was FS22 maybe. I'm sure that the pallet forks went through the bales. You couldn't actually pick up a bale. Is that me? Am I just making that up? I'm sure that's what it used to do. Maybe. Right, we're not going to have much room left on this, are we? We might have to come back and, well, I mean, it'll be a slow drive driving all the way to the shop with the skid steer, but that might be our only option. I can't believe that we got this. Look, it's 8,000 litres of bale of hay just in these 2 bales. Yeah, I mean, that's good. I'm not complaining, but again, just like the greenhouse seems to be making us too much money, the shop sometimes is giving us things too cheap. Okay, well that works. I'm going to load these last 4. I'm going to try and load them on top, actually, if I can. And, yeah. I'll jump this bit now, and then I'll jump you back in when we're trying to get that skid steer tool loaded onto the back again with a forklift. That'll probably be a messy job. This is actually quite straightforward. This is really easy. Probably really dangerous. In actual fact, yeah. I'll see you in a moment. I'm jumping you back in now, just so you can see how I've done this, because this might have looked a bit sus if I wasn't recording it. So the forklift is pretty capable, you know. It's a good piece of equipment. It's amazing. So it does pick up 3 bales with ease as well. It's not even struggling. So to get it 4 high, I've got to put 1 bale on, and then put the other 3 kind of joined onto it. So yeah, I think if I yeah, that works. I think. Can I come out slowly? Does it lift it a bit, lift it a little bit? Come on, there we go. Yeah, I think if I just jumped back in and it was like that, that would look a little bit suspect. Right, hopefully I can strap it. I can only strap it 1. Oh no, I can't. 2. Good. So that needs more than 1 strap, doesn't it? Okay, right. The reason I've done it like that is because I need to get this straw blower. Which I can just buy out right now. Easy. No problem at all. So let's buy that. And while we are here, and we're in almost the right section, we will get that as well. Because we have got the money, and we've got the money, easily got the money. So, good. Ideal. Where is that bale thing? There it is. Oh, that's not too bad. Right, so the question is now, will the forklift truck pick it up? And can I get it onto the back? I've left room for it. I don't want it to overhang because we've got to somehow tow the bale as well. This is... Oh dear, is that going to pick it up? No, but can I now get under it a bit more? Let's try and use the heavy duty, oh dear, farm fencing. Is this realistic? Absolutely, I've done this before. Is it safe? Questionable. That almost looks it looks like it would work like that, doesn't it? That's pretty good. But yeah, yeah, I've definitely. Should I admit that? Yeah, because I'm not going to be working that much longer anyway. But I've definitely used different things to prop something onto the forks, probably. Yeah, 100%. And if you say you haven't, you're lying. Right, let's tilt it forward. Hopefully that will just drop onto the back. Yeah, and allow me... Oh, dear. Okay, this is going to be the problem. How do I get the forklift out? How... Oh, no, come on. What we need is a kind of a dummy person. Just on top. grabbing hold of it while I pull the forklift out. Again, that's more than safe. If I strap that there, would that hold it? Yes. Look at that. That doesn't happen very often. Normally it would strap the forklift to the actual back as well, wouldn't it? Anyway, right, we'll do that. We'll go with that. And we'll leave the shop's forklift just parked up here. Turn it off, switch the key off so that it saves some battery. And then what we're going to do is unstrap that and strap it again so that it hopefully falls flat. Cool. Just so it doesn't look so random. This is going to be... I mean, you can tell there's a lot of weight on it, look. This is going to be a bit top heavy, isn't it? Right, so when I say I try and stick to realism as much as possible, this is an exception. So just close your eyes. You're not seeing anything. Although, to be honest, for people who own a transit van like this, this is quite realistic for most people, I am sure. Right, hopefully this will connect. Look at this, look. Definitely 100% not overloaded. I mean, if no one can see us come in, they need to go to Specsavers. It's got so much weight on it, look. The back wheels of the barrel don't touch the ground. Oh dear. Good. Yeah, this is not advisable. Don't do this at home. It's fine in a digital farm, but not in a real one. Yeah, this is unstable. This is very unstable. Oh no. In fact, I should be keeping an eye out for the height of the trees here. And again, don't turn too sharp because it will probably fall over. Okay, we got it. We got it. I'm kind of glad I delimbed those trees now, because we wouldn't have got this into our own yard, would we? That would have been a bit of a disaster. Absolutely. Right, so yeah, we're going to head back to the yard. This is foot to the floor, accelerator is all the way down, and as it stands it's doing 35, so it's definitely overloaded. It's also very wobbly, as you can tell. Oh dear. But it's practical. Is it practical? It's efficient. Yeah. Go with that. Super efficient. I don't think I need to tell you just how bad the brakes were then. And yeah. Basically, we overshot the entranceway by quite a bit. We didn't quite end up in the water, but yeah, it didn't want to stop. But anyway, we're here now. There we go. Panic over. We made it. We made it with no dramas. Yet. We made it, but we still got a lot to do. I'm just going to disconnect this tanker just there. That's fine. And we're going to drive this up here. We'll have to do it in this view. Hopefully the height of the bales isn't going to clip anything there. In actual fact, we're probably safest to pull it into here, aren't we? Let's leave it there. Does that work? Yeah, plenty of clearance there. Right, so let's get rid of them. Undo those straps. Undo those straps. Lovely. So we'll get... Where is it? Oh, it's down there, isn't it? We'll get the front loader here, and we'll unload some food. Give that straight to the cows, because that, you just drop that in the trigger and it works. And then the straw bales themselves, we're going to struggle with. I mean, potentially what I could do actually is, when it comes to harvesting, and once the field is harvested, I should say, I could take those hay bales over to the field and cut them open, couldn't I? And then run over them with the round baler. That way we would have round bales instead. That kind of works. So maybe that's what I'll do. Oh dear. Even this struggles to reach the top one. Alright, let's see if we can carry two. Okay. Oh dear. I should probably have gone in a bit lower, really, shouldn't I? But that's fine. Brilliant. I'm trying not to zoom out too much because, again, you get this foliage in your face. But that kind of works. Actually, this manages 2 bales relatively easily as well. And that's without any form of weight on the back of it. So that's alright, isn't it? That's pretty good. Just got to try and lower it down now without running over my wheelbarrow. Which, by the way, is sticking out of my shed door quite strangely. So that's good. Are they going to disappear? Good. Is that going to disappear? Good. How much more can these girls, and potentially boys, how much more can they fit in there? Where's the food? Oh, the food's at the bottom. Okay. Well, I mean, they will actually take... So is that always shown that? They will take silage direct at 80%. I don't think that was an option before, was it? Has that always been there? I don't think silage should be 80%. I think silage should maybe be 90%. Just because there's a little bit more work involved with actually doing it, isn't there? But I mean, I don't know. I don't think silage was there before, was it? Maybe it was. Let's take. Well, we've got to take all the bales off anyway. But let's take 2 more bales. Lovely. Oh, that was an even worse job of picking them up than before, but that's fine. We'll take 2 more bales. We'll drop them here. Oh dear. And it will probably take the majority of 1 bale, not both. Yeah, is that about what I thought it was going to take? Should I check a minute? And then moving the rest of those bales into somewhere under shelter is something I can worry about another time. Yeah, this one I'm assuming has only got a few hundred litres left. Hey, 8. These are 8... Hang on a minute, there's 8,000 litres in each bale. I thought they were 4,000 litre bales. What? Jeez. That is a lot of hay. I could have sworn it was 4. I'm sure when I picked up 2 bales at the shop, it showed 8,000 litres, unless the forklift only showed the one it was picking up rather than the whole load. I mean, that could be true, actually. Wow. Okay. That's a lot. That is a lot. So they are maxed out to the absolute brim with hay. And we're just going to continue to give them hay at the minute. There's no point getting TMI. There's no point doing silage if it gives them the same. So we'll stick to that. Milk, 1,595 litres. So we're pretty much near enough full of that now, which is fine. So we're going to continue to use that. So we'll fill that up at some point. But for here and now, what we want to do is... what do we want to do? Let's get into this and connect our new shredder. Yep. Let's just pop the... Oh, I say it every time, but I forget how nimble this damn thing is. I barely control it. Look at it. Like turns on the spot nearly. Look. Look at it. Right, anyway. Stop mucking around. I can't even drive it in a straight line. That nimble. Right, I should just be able to connect this off straight off the back, which is kind of why I wanted to connect it that way, really, so I could get to it. Oh dear. Again, it turns a lot quicker than I think it's going to. That's fine, that should work. And then it should be about there. Good. Lovely. So far, so good. So far, so good. I did kind of leave the straw bales in an awkward position. Maybe I shouldn't have left them quite in the way, but I can nudge those, I'm sure. As soon as this thing pretty much turns on the spot, it should nudge them quite easy. Good, good. Yeah, I reckon that'll work. I think they're still in the trigger. Right, and what I'm going to do is leave that like that. And jump into this. And get to the round straw bale, which is at the back. But I should be able to reach that. Should be able to. I might have to nudge the other bale out the way, but that's fine. Is this going to work? I'm sure it's going to work. And this could be a real game changer, because it is a bit of a... Oh dear, driving into my shed. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain having to cut these bales open and scoop them 1,000 litres at a time. It is a bit of a nightmare. Good. Yeah, I reckon I'll do that as well, you know. I'll split open all of those straw bales, leave loads of big piles on the ground, and then I'll just drive over it with a new baler and rebale them then into round bales. That kind of works, actually. That does work. I'll also probably have to customise that trailer, but I'm pretty certain the flatbed trailer we owned does have customisable options to add in the bars either side of it. And oh, just took up my tether. Yeah, I'm sure it does have the option to put in the bars either side, which means that we can hold the round balers a bit better. Right, okay, good British weather. It is now raining, which is just what you expect in July. Too far, too far, too far, too far. Lower that in there. Will that go in there? Yeah, just. Good. Right. Moment of truth. Oh dear. Will this work? Jump into this view. Jump into this tractor, or the skid steer I should say. Right. Let's open the menu and just make sure I know actually what to do. Come on, when it flicks to my controller. Right, that there. Unload here, which is fine. It always gives you the option to unload there. Right, let's do that. Did that go into there? Right, 3,323 litres of straw. What do we reckon? I mean, it's not going onto the ground. 3,323 litres of straw. Where is it going? So it's given the animation, but it hasn't actually... Oh, okay, right, good. RVY. It's working now. There we go. It is... For a minute then it didn't go down, but it is going down now, so perfect. I like it. And going forward, when those hay bales aren't in the way, we can open the doors up and probably drive into the actual shed and kind of simulate that we're putting the straw onto the ground, so that works. Right, why is it stopped? Is the straw full? Wow. Only takes 7,000 litres of straw, you know. Doesn't hold very much, does it? I thought it would hold more than that, if I'm honest, but that's fine. We're kind of wedged onto something. We don't want to leave this out, do we? Oh dear. I forget how nimble it is, I say it every time. Right, so let's just... we'll lift this up. Not to the top of the shed, just in between, and we'll sort of rest that there. Yeah, that works. That works, doesn't it? Good. Right, that's where it can live. That leaves a nice space then for the hay bales to go into there as well. So I do need to stack them into there. Again, I won't worry about doing that in the episode. I'll do that off camera, just because it might take me a while. But that is good. So next thing's next. What are we thinking? Water for definite. And get some more water into those greenhouses again. That's probably a good idea, isn't it? What are we like for manure? Is that great? Yeah, so it's increasing at a decent rate. You know, that's not too bad. So that's fine. We could do getting the rest of that manure into there, and the water. And wow, while we've got a bit of money, we need to invest in a bit of fuel, don't we? Has this got anything left? It is completely zero. Okay, right. I'm just going to flick to construction mode, because while it's empty, it is really annoying that you have to almost tuck the tractor right into the side of it. This, I'm going to lose some money here, which is annoying, but whatever. So that's fine. 367 quid back. I'm not too worried, because I'm just going to replace it at a tiny bit of a cost. We can kind of simulate this as the cost of repositioning almost, can we really? So that doesn't matter. It's not the end of the world. 750. And yeah, I think we just need to position it so that the front is aimed outwards, because I'm guessing it's going to work a bit better that way. You know me, I like to free place things, but I think if I free place this, it's going to be a bit odd, isn't it? What do we think? Right, like that. There we go. Just inside enough to not free place it. Cool. Right, so now I've got to, yeah, I fill it from this point. I'm going to do just another 500 litres, so £1,000 worth of fuel. Good. That's just magically been delivered just like that, which is great. And let's drive that tractor over. Give it some fuel. I don't think the fuel tank is that big, is it, on this tractor? I hope not, anyway, because it's bloody well gone through the fuel quick enough. Yeah. Hopefully this ain't too bad. Right, and hopefully now it's going to work a little bit better. Maybe. Maybe not. Let's try not to put my forks through the tank. Try and be a little bit safe. And yeah, that's working, so that's good. I'm happy with that. 500 litres. This is going to be real slow. Real slow. That's because I decided to use silly mods like realistic refueling, you know, just to be awkward, really. I just want to see 460. I just want to see how much that's actually going to use, and then yeah, we'll connect that out, and well, hopefully that tanker works with that greenhouse, because if that doesn't, then it's just really annoying, isn't it? Yeah. Right, what's it using? So it's used. Yeah, the fuel tank's tiny, isn't it, on this? Fuel tank's tiny. No, it's not tiny, it's massive. But it's tiny in comparison to the case, anyway. This has probably got about 150 litre fuel tank, something like that. That'll do. I'm bored of waiting. Right. Moment of truth now. Is this going to work? I still have a sneaky feeling this isn't going to work. I don't think it's the bale trailer as such that's the problem. Seems to be everything on this map. The actual trigger point is just really, really low. I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's because of the map or it's just a bad choice of mods by me. Could well be that. Anyway, I want to find somewhere a bit... No, there is nowhere, is there? Okay, I want to try and create, in amongst my landscaping, which obviously I will do more of, I want to try and find somewhere that's a bit... Oh dear. Like this. Not so close to the house. Yeah, I don't want to be reversing tractors around the side of the house just to get some water. That to me doesn't seem right. Anyway, this will do. Let's go back here. Back a bit further, I'm sure. Back a bit more. Come on. There we go. It's filling up now. Wonderful. What did I say this was? 5,000 or something litres, wasn't it, I think? Something like that? Yeah, 5,002. Hang on a minute. I'm pressing the accelerator. God, don't do that to me. It's driving forward, it's rolling backwards. It's the weight of this tanker, I think. Right. Oh dear, I'm going to hit the tree. Right, let's go. Please just work. Please. Please, 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 just work. Come on. Yes! Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Cool. Okay, right. I'll do this a couple of times, I reckon. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm going to do this 2 or 3 times. I'll catch you in a minute. Right, there we go. Done. So I'm just going to pull this up out the way. We'll dump it here. Lovely. I think I did it 5, maybe 6 times. I got a bit carried away, to be honest with you, but I just thought, what on there? That's not the sort of thing you want to see in every episode. We've apparently got 30,783, 4, 2, 1. You can see how quick that goes down, can't you? There's a lot of water in there now. There's a lot of invisible water somewhere. I mean, I can't believe that those plants there have just taken 30,000 litres of water. I think that would probably not do them any good, if I'm honest with you. But it took so long, we've generated another pallet of lettuce, which is great. So next episode, hopefully we're going to have a nice chunk there. It will run out of manure, I'm sure. When I have got a little bit more. I'll do that while I'm talking. I've got a tiny bit more. I'm not going to do that actually because I can't be bothered to swap over the things. Yeah, but we know that the way that it's been set up now is as soon as that manure runs out, it'll continue to run through with just water anyway at a slower rate. So that works. I'm happy with that. Hopefully that means there might actually be some water in there in the next episode, which is great. And I think that's it, to be honest. We've probably been a lot of farming. Probably not, but you don't always do farming in every episode, do you? But we've had a really good day, really, when you think about it. We've got a new baler there ready to go. We've got some baby calves. I'm going to go and have another look at them. While I'm here, though, that's got to go. That's got to go. I'm going to do my best to not even get to the point where I need to use that, because that's going to be pretty bad. But we need to genuinely buy something else. Ideally, that's got to go, because I want to be able to buy more cows. We've got 16,000 and 16,000. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? 1,625 litres of milk. So we will sell the milk at some point. So that's a nice bit of passive income. Is this cow barn right? The cow barn will probably stay there because it's part of the original setup. But maybe our far field over here, which we've got to kind of ted and bale and windrow and everything, but maybe I place a open pastures pack into that field, and we'll start to, as we expand, we'll start to put some cows in that field, because that, again, that's quite realistic. Having a barn like this is almost unrealistic for Cornwall, to be honest with you. I know that they will have a barn to go in over winter, but they certainly don't live in a barn like this. The cows down here live the majority of the time will be out in the field, won't they? So, right, let's have another look. Let's see if we can. There we go. Open the gate. Try and stand in the right place. Have another little look at. There's our straw. I mean, I must admit I don't overly like the animation there of the straw. That looks a bit interesting, doesn't it? But anyway, look at these guys. Look at these guys. I don't know what that female cow's doing. They're a bit, they're struggling on their feet a little bit, but they are pretty cute, aren't they? Yeah, they are pretty cute. Yep. They must have already been pregnant when we bought them, because they're certainly not a male cow, unless you did they missell you? I mean the milk producers there would suggest that is definitely a female. Anyway, right. Yeah, I think we're done. So as the series continues, we've still got to continue with quite a bit of cleanup, because I've only just really made a start. I've not from about here onwards, I've not done anything clearing wise. So there's a lot more area to clear up. Potentially some more trees that we need to kind of delimb and chop down and get rid of. And yeah, I mean, I hope the weather's not like this in the next episode, because I am pretty certain we're going to have some harvesting to get on with. Yeah, probably with the yellow New Holland, because we can't lease. Either that or we're going to struggle through with that thing over there. Who knows? Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. And until the next episode, cheers and gone.